Arcturus in Autumn by Sara Teasdale, 1884 to 1933. When, in the gold October dusk, I saw you near to setting, Arcturus, bringer of spring, lord of the summer nights, leaving us now in autumn, having no pity on our withering. Oh, then I knew at last that my own autumn was upon me. I felt it in my blood, restless as dwindling streams that still remember the music of their flood. There in the thickening dark, a wind-bent tree above me loosed its last leaves in flight. I saw you sink and vanish, pitiless Arcturus. You will not stay to share our lengthening night. Okay, this is a poem by Sara Teasdale. Sara Teasdale was an American poet, a lyric poet. So she tended to write quite small, quite short poems with a lot of emotional content and personal emotional feeling. And this is a poem about the star Arcturus. Let's see. Sara Teasdale was born in St. Louis in the United States, and she got married at the beginning of the First World War and moved to New York. While living in New York, she won a Pulitzer Prize for her poetry. I think this was 1917 or 1918. Anyway, sadly, in 1933, she took her own life. Anyway, Arcturus in autumn. Firstly, let's look at the meaning of Arcturus. Arcturus is a star. It's one of the brightest stars in the firmament. In mythology, it's known as the bear, and let's see. Arcturus is a star that is known as the particularly for spring. It's part of a triangle of three stars, which is most visible in spring. In autumn, you can still see Arcturus, but it sets earlier, and it's most visible in spring. It becomes less and less visible as the year moves into autumn and winter. Okay, so when in the gold October dusk I saw you near to setting, Arcturus, bringer of spring, lord of the summer nights, leaving us now in autumn, having no pity on our withering. So this is talking about autumn, and autumn is the time where Arcturus it's less bright, it's less clearly seen, and it sets earlier. And she's sitting outside in October, and it's dusk, the sun is going down, it's getting darker and darker, and this is a very bright star. So it's something that you will be able to see well in the dusk. I saw you near to setting, so the star is going down. And Arcturus is the bringer of spring, but this is autumn, and now you are going, and you are leaving us in autumn, and you have no pity on our withering. So you have no pity on a world that is now withering, it's decaying, it's disappearing. This is she's thinking, I think, about the aging process, that she's getting old, and this star Arcturus is, well, this star is eternal. Whereas the life of man, the life on earth, the seasons go on. The life of man is something short and transient. Oh, then I knew at last that my own autumn was upon me. I felt it in my blood, restless as dwindling streams that still remember the music of their flood. And then I knew that autumn was upon me. I realised that I was getting old. Autumn is upon the earth. This is the gold autumn of the gold colour of autumn. The leaves in their bright colours, is now leaving us in this gold dusk, and I can feel that I am getting old, that I am in the autumn of my own life. Restless as dwindling streams that still remember the music of their flood. So this is like a stream that remembers when it was in full flood. It remembers the sound of its flood, the music, the beauty of when it was full. But now the stream is dwindling. It's getting less and less and less. And she feels that she is getting less and less. She is middle-aged, and she remembers the vitality of her youth, but this is now no longer her feeling. There in the thickening dark, a wind-bent tree above me loosed its last leaves in flight. So she's sitting under a tree, and this tree is losing the very last leaves of autumn. I saw you sink and vanish, pitiless Arcturus. You will not stay to share our lengthening night. So she sees the star is going, the star is disappearing, the star is not going to stay there to share the autumn of her years. The star is not going. The star doesn't care about her life, and the star is going. The star will rise again in the morning. But as she gets old, then she will not rejuvenate like Arcturus does in the spring. Okay, so this is a poem about autumn and about her thinking about her mortality. The tone of this poem is melancholy as it is, and she knows that this star will last millennia more than she will, and she feels that she is coming to the end of her life. And we have this wind-bent tree, and I think this wind-bent tree here is showing how she feels. It's an image. She feels like this wind-bent tree losing its leaves in autumn, and that's how she's getting old. And she's looking at this spring star Arcturus during autumn, when it is it is waning. It's becoming less, and she's thinking about her own mortality. So, Arcturus in Spring by Sara Teasdale.